Welcome to Cruising with Kevin and Jennifer. On today's episode, we will be going to
Canada.
Dun dun dun. So as long as a lot of you know that we moved from Canada a couple years ago and our stuff has been in storage for
5 years.
5 years and we're done paying the storage fee, so we are officially going to go pick it up and you get to join us on the journey as we road trip a lot of miles.
Yeah, just basically on a whim there. We decided yesterday we were going to do this. That's more notice than I usually give my wife, so she was happy about that. I gave her like 12 hours notice, so we're gonna stop up there, see some friends, maybe stop in some coffee shops along the way, and you guys will get to see it all.
All right, we're in Flagler, Colorado, and there's this U.S. Air Force plane here. A really cool playground for the kids to stop at if you're passing through. It's a great place to stop. But yeah, they had an air show, I guess, in 1951, and there was a tragedy, and 20 pilots actually died, and so that's what this memorial's for.
What's going on, guys? We made it. We left late yesterday. We probably didn't leave until about 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, something like that. I'm not even sure, but we made it into far northwest Kansas last night. We stayed at a rest area there for the night. It was actually nice and cool. We actually got cold at one point, so I closed all the windows, and then we woke up sweltering even though it was still cool outside. So apparently this camper with 4 people in it heats up the camper pretty good just from the old body heat. But anyways, we are in Flagler, Colorado now. If you can see behind me over here, there's some sort of an airplane, and I'll let my wife explain what's going on here because she just went over and read all the information.
So there's actually not a whole lot of information here. I had to Google it. There was a monument here and I was trying to figure out what it was. And I guess in 1951, there was an air show and one of the planes crashed into the crowd and it killed 20 people. So this monument here, and then there's another plane back there that I showed you in the other video, are actually the monument they have set up in remembrance for those people.
Yeah, so kind of
But yeah,
interesting.
this is a good spot to stop. There's a gas station right off the highway, and I showed you that playground there, which is perfect if you have kids. So if you're doing a long trip through here, this is a great place to stop and let the kids let some steam off so we can hit the road again.
Yeah, we didn't go into the diner. We've stopped at this gas station quite a few times over the years or whatever, but I've never stopped into that diner. It says they have coffee, and it was obviously whatever's kind of old school looking. I don't know if it's as old as it looks or whatever, but maybe somebody in the comments could tell me if they've ever stopped there before. We're gonna go let the kids play a little bit and then get back on the road. Oh, you did it.
There's a town on a river, nowhere
we can make it.
where everybody knows my name.
Man, that was impressive. You never used to be able to do that at all.
Broadway lights are burning.
What are you doing on the ground over here? Just out of curiosity.
Let my friends and family.
Oh, no hairs. See, if anybody travels around the U.S., especially the Midwest, central U.S. states here, you'll notice that there's a lot of old grain elevators. Like one like this in a small town is still in use, which is kind of strange actually. In Canada, on the prairies, most of them have been knocked over. It's funny because even the ones that aren't in use anymore, they don't knock over here, so I don't really know why they do it. I'm assuming in Canada they knock them over for tax reasons. They don't want to have to pay the property tax anymore on them, and the high rate, I guess, is probably what the scenario is. But like you can see, the one I just showed you was wood, and then there's concrete, and there's a lot of concrete ones around here in the US. It was like, I don't know, in the earlier days, it seemed like there was more concrete in the US for how they built the elevators than there was in Canada for some reason or another. Maybe concrete was easier to do here, just how the technology was at the time or whatever. But like I said, you could see this wooden one. That thing's got to be probably over 100 years old already, and it's still in use, so super cool. A lot of seat cleaning plants and stuff will take them over or whatever, but obviously they're keeping it up into an actual state of being like usable, which is super cool because I think it's a huge part of history, and in Canada it's definitely starting to disappear. It's very, very rare to see an old original elevator anymore anywhere, and I see them every day here, so super cool.
Everyone that knows me, more and more I'm wondering why. When I lay me down at night, ocean on that river. It's only in my mind. The silos and steeples, the tallest things around. More cattle than people, but the best folks I found. If I didn't have these bills to pay, I'd head on down the road till those silos and steeples welcome me home. Where church folk don't give a damn if you show up in boots and blue jeans. They love you just the way you are.
Beautiful afternoon here in Longmont, Colorado. We are going to swing into Collision Brewing Company. Looks like they have maybe a body shop in the back or something. I'm not too sure. I was looking for good food and the menu looked decent, so wasn't too far from where we fueled up.
And it has pierogies on the menu.
And
That's
there's
really what pulled them
pierogies.
in.
There was actually another restaurant that we were checking out, but it was about 15 minutes off of our route, so I decided against that. But we stopped at some other places already, like a restaurant last night that wasn't worth showing you guys. So we're going to show you this because it looks really good, and you can pretty much tell from pictures usually what kind of food you're going to end up getting. So I think this was going to be a winner here.
Inside out.
Don't?
Join us when we enter
I've never had it.
Brewing Company.
Wow. I might just put that in the video.
All right, this is the first time I've had pierogies in a very long time. What'd you get?
I got the green chili soup, but I added meat to it.
Ah, I saw that. It actually sounded, now it smells really good. What'd you guys get?
I got the grilled chicken,
Grilled chicken and steak,
and I ate some already.
and those amazing looking fries.
We got food.
You got food.
It smells
It
amazing.
does smell good.
What is that? That's all it is.
Oh, nice chair. I gotta go to the bathroom.
All right, we just finished at Collision Brewing Company here. The food was really good. We tried a couple beers, just a couple samples. Wasn't really what we normally drink, so we didn't get it. I think people would like it still. I didn't try any of their blondes or lagers like I would typically have either, so I just tried a couple of Kolsch and something else there. But yeah, so we didn't have any beer or whatever. We were just gonna have a little small one just because we're still having to make some miles here or whatever anyway, so we just had a taste of them instead. Anyways, so we're gonna get on the road here. We got a campsite booked for tonight. We're still another 6 hours away from that, so that's over in Wyoming. We'll show you that when we get over there, but it's a KOA Journey in somewhere around Sheridan, I think it is. So
Yep.
yeah, so we're gonna go check that out and shower and do all the things and then get back on the road tomorrow.
Over here.
All right, we're in the town of Chugwater, Wyoming. Population 175. It's actually funny because it's really well upkept actually. The kids are over playing at the park. We're gonna take a little walk around the block here. They got a bunch of old cool buildings and just random old cool stuff all over the place here. There's
There's an outdoor gym.
outdoor gym, which doesn't look like much of an outdoor gym over here. Basically some monkey bars. Well, apparently we're gonna do a little workout here.
Oh, there's like so many instead. Oh, that's.
All right, we're just passing by the Chugwater Museum here. It's dead here because it's a long weekend Sunday, I guess. Yeah, you can kind of see the Chugwater Museum back there. It looks like maybe the RM office, and then across the street here, there's the Stampede Eatery, which I don't know if it's actually open or...
Looks like it is. The flowers are all upkept.
Yeah, I would say it's probably open. It still comes up on Google Maps when you do it there. So they got a giant building for a fire department here. It's pretty nice again for a town of 175 people, but I would imagine they assist with forest fires and things like that. Kind of show you some more stuff along the way here. So just kind of like look in the background here. It's like hard to see. I'm standing here, but like over my shoulders, like you can see we're kind of like in the base of the mountains here a little bit. We're up in elevation quite a bit, but it's like super pretty here. So I was talking about this earlier when we were in Colorado, and I was showing you again. There's another old elevator here. This one's like still pretty old. I would say it's probably 50 years old at least, and it's still in use. So that's interesting. Got some cool old buildings behind me here. It's like really, really neat. I really like it when they either try to keep these buildings up to some extent, at least to keep them standing. Over here they have the Homesteaders Machinery Museum here. We're just walking around trying to get some steps in, but I wanted to show you guys some of this stuff because it's just so freaking cool. There, you can see better behind me, there's that little building. It looks like it was probably part of the part of something to do with the elevator before. I can actually see there's an old gas pump in there. That's kind of interesting. It looks like somebody kind of bought some old stuff to throw in there, but it's not like super upkept, but still kind of original a little bit. But look at all this old stuff behind me here. I don't even know what half this is. Obviously there's like stuff like horses would have pulled back in the day. It's like diskers, and it's like looks a cultivator, and man, I don't know, hammer mill of some sort, I would say, if I was guessing. I don't know it. Yeah, this looks like another plow. Oh, potato digger apparently. It's interesting. There's old harrows and stuff like that. And then they've got an old Colorado Southern train caboose. Cabooses have a super interesting history and why they ended. Read this not too long ago at another museum, but they actually ended all because of one little camera. That was it. That's what took out this giant thing with people manning it. It's kind of interesting. There was like people actually pretty much living in it on the way before. Look at all this stuff though. This is crazy. It's like Continental Oil Company. Some sort of a oil tanker. Fuel maybe? Looks like that's a fuel tanker. I know for sure that's a threshing machine because there's threshing festivals in Canada still. I think that behind me looks like it's a hay bine or something, I think they call it. And then she was just saying that the caboose was built in 1919 here. Brought to Chugwater in 1996. Has been here for. I always like it when you can go inside. I think it says keep out of this one, if I remember right. Yeah. So we're not going to touch that. Always be respectful. If you guys want this stuff to be around for the next 100 years, for your kids and grandkids to see, make sure you're respectful of it and you take care of it. But there's all sorts of like cool, interesting history stuff around here. Oh, it shows you right here what all that equipment is. Super cool. All right, we're going to keep walking. So there's another building, Tri-County Mercantile, which it definitely looks like it's still open. A couple more abandoned buildings around here. There's another building here, which all this stuff's closed because, like I said, it's a Sunday of a long weekend, and I don't even know what time. I think it's like 6-ish or something like that. Soda fountain, it's called. Chugwater Soda Fountain. Wyoming's oldest operating soda fountain. Burgers, beer, and crafts. That's super cool. I think this kind of stuff is super interesting. Soda, shakes, and malts. It's like very, very old school. And there's that Mercantile from across the street.
Legit, when they make the shakes and stuff, they have the old school thing in there.
That's what it says. It's the oldest one. And if you need a job, they're hiring.
Shakes, malt, and old-fashioned sodas. If you come to Chugwater Telephone Company, there is a phone booth.
It's been so long since I've been in one of these. I forgot they actually had ones that had sliding doors like this. Nope. I don't think they can even have phones like this hooked up anymore because everything's not analog anymore. So no idea what's inside here, but super cool anyways.
No small town is complete without a library. This is so amazing to me. Eleanor Roosevelt, this is because of you. She started all the libraries, and the library system, the horse, if you've read anything about the horse pack women that went in and took library books in, and we've definitely evolved, but it's amazing to me that a small town like this even has a library, and that is to the many women that have pushed the importance of reading in our history.
Looks like you're allowed to have dogs, but no horses. All right, we were just realizing that we took a walk around town. It's pretty cool, actually. It's a nice little town, actually, for under 200 people. It's like crazy how much stuff there is here, actually, but lots of old history. Pretty neat. Right here, there's actually, I don't know what road that is, but there's a campground, or sorry, there's a kids park, and then it's like super well maintained too. Like, look at this, like perfect stripes and everything. Good job mowing, guy. But behind me, there's actually like a public campground. There's $35 a night, so yeah. So it's $35 a night, water and sewer and power, but there's no shower house here, so you'd have to use your own camper. Most campers have a shower. Ours does too, but we're not staying here because we still have to make some more miles. We just needed to get out and stretch a little bit and really go for a walk. Yeah, super clean. Yeah, so if you guys need to use the bathroom or whatever, you can at least use that. But there is no shower there, so. But yeah, it's just, so you could see around the park here. Like I said, they got like nice park benches, perfectly cut grass. We'll take you over and just show you, and then we back to the truck here, like how nice the actual kids park is here. Like, I mean, honestly, again, coming from Canada and stuff, like, I mean, there's a lot of towns that are 1,500 people that don't even have a school park this nice, never mind just a random little city park. So super cool. Yeah, if you guys are ever in the area, check this place out. They got all sorts of little games and stuff for the kids here. There's stuff you can't see over there. They got the merry-go-round, all the things here. So we're gonna do a little bit more just stretching and probably goofing around with the kids here, and then we're gonna get back on the road.
I don't think you're gonna beat me. Mom is the pro.
Who can get the highest before they jump off?
I'm not jumping off.
I
value my knees too much.
I'll tell you that I'll face plant.
Who's higher, honey?
Oh,
God, starting up.
I would go, Mom's higher.
I don't think so.
John can't get going this time.
I usually get going.
I lost my son.
All right, had a little bit of swing fun there. We're all tuckered out. Our son jumped off and probably hurt his knees, or he will 40 years from now.
You should have seen me jump.
Wow. Oh, these things.
I'm gonna get going
What do you do?
It just spins. You're supposed to hang on and somebody spins you.
Okay.
You're heavy.
You gonna do it?
I don't know how to do it. I don't want to. Sorry, my husband's windshield's so dirty, but I just wanted to show you this cool mountain line right outside of Chugwater. And all the bug guts.
We are stopped at Casper, Wyoming at Big D.
So mature. So mature.
Morning, guys. We kind of meandered around yesterday, so it took us longer to get here than we should have, but the truck and everything did good. It's making a couple weird noises after the last trip. I don't know what it is, but it seems to be running all right and everything. We're in Sheridan, Wyoming at the KOA Journey here. It's actually a pretty nice place over our shoulder here. You probably can't really see it right about there. There's a little river that runs through here. It's like super pretty here, actually. It's actually a nice dead calm day for Wyoming. That's almost unheard of, so pretty cool. But yeah, it looks like it's a pretty well maintained facility. They got a swimming pool here, some outdoor stuff for kids and things like that. So we're just going for a morning walk and then going to get on with our day. We're hoping we're getting close to Kalispell today. We probably could make it the bulk of the way to our first destination, but we're probably going to stop in the Kalispell vicinity there, and then haven't decided yet. There's a lot of little campgrounds along the way there, so I'm hoping we can find a nice place close to the lake.
All right, here's the creek right off the campground. It's pretty cool. Look how pretty it is this morning. Apparently there's good fishing here, but we don't have time for fishing. There's a better view of it there. See, it goes all the way up there. Look how pretty it is. It's just like...
Morning. We're going for our coffee. I guess our morning coffees here, and maybe get the kids a bite to eat or whatever. But we were heading to. Oh, sorry. Give her the beans, I guess. This is how the coffee shops. You had to give her the beans. All right. Anyways.
Wow. That took a second.
We were going to Java Moon, which is across the street over here somewhere, and we couldn't find it, and then we realized we came across the street and saw this one, so we're gonna go check this one out. It smells really good. We'll see if the coffee's good or if they have any food or whatever, and we'll let you know.
It smells good. All right, we just went into the Bison, it doesn't say on here, the Bison, whatever I said in a second ago. So we just went into this Bison coffee shop here in Sheridan, and they did not have the alternative milks that I like without sugar. So I got a straight Americano, and I got their cold brew, and they both actually taste really good without cream. So it was perfect. We're gonna go ahead and head over to the Java eatery, because everybody wants to eat. They don't just want coffee. So we're gonna go try feed everybody. It's a holiday weekend and a lot of things are closed this weekend. All right, I just got my coffee at a different coffee shop, and then we found this one that they didn't have any food there. So we came over to Java Moon in Sheridan, Wyoming. Kevin got a pumpkin spice latte. I'm excited to try that. And then we got some food here. They had a full menu, so that worked great for us because it's a holiday weekend and a lot of things are closed. So we'll see how it is.
I haven't really had much coffee recently, but I ordered a pumpkin spice latte because that's the thing to do this time of year, apparently. Oh, it's really good. Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
All right, Kevin and I got their soup and sandwich. Lita got the basic bagel, as always.
I mostly devoured my food.
Yep, he ate all his, so let's see how it is.
Nowhere South Dakota, where everybody knows my name. But here in the city, Broadway lights are burning. Just another dream of chasing fame. I left my friends and family, everyone that knows me.
All right, we're in Livingston, Montana, and we came for a pee break, and look what my husband found.
They sell smoothies and espresso and probably other random things that I can't reach from here.
But I'm only here for the coffee.
Knows me. And more I'm wondering why. When I lay me down at night, fishing on that river, it's only in my mind. There's silos and steeples, the tallest things around, more cattle than people, but the best folks I've found. If I didn't have these bills virgins. We love you just the way you are. People make a promise.
Tell you, you'll know when we're there.
Now the contract. Believe that honest working ain't that hard. I miss those silos and steeples, the tallest things around, more cattle and people, but the best.
All right, we're just heading through the Montana hills, and you can see real life. Kids are doing school in the background. This one's hiding from me. But that's what it's like when you road trip and you homeschool. No days off.
No days off, man. It's a workcation. We're in Libby, Montana. Seeing all sorts of stuff around here. Cool little town, little mountain town. Kind of in the middle of nowhere out here, but it's pretty cool.
All right, I saw Espresso from across the way, so I had to check it out. Let's go in. Fresh roasted Montana coffee traders. Montana Man Coffee. All right.
They have a little water fountain too.
Smells good in here. Hi there.
Give him a point for that.
He puts up with my shenanigans.
That guy. I've been here for almost 5 days apart.
Oh, good.
So I'm the older, more mature.
The older, more mature. Look at this cool old-fashioned coffee grinder.
Huckleberry jelly.
They grind your coffee right there for you. How sweet is that?
And I have this.
All right, that was Mountain Meadow Gifts and Espresso.
All right, guys, in random fashion here, we are in Libby, Montana at the Switchback Bar and Grill here. Never been here before. It's been years, probably 10 years at least since we've been in Libby. So things be changing here, that's for sure. It used to be Libby, now it's Libby.
Aha.
Traffic is just, yeah, it's heavy. It is Labor Day weekend, end of, well, it's Tuesday.
over.
I guess it's over now. It's Tuesday, so I don't know. Usually everybody's tamed out by now, but there's a lot more new things coming around here and stuff, so kind of cool. It's kind of interesting because we haven't been here in a long time. So anyways, we're gonna go try out this restaurant and see if we can get everybody to not be hangry.
Grizzly bear inside.
Flash of the Carvers. That'd be cool to watch. Got the grilled chicken of some sort, and then Lita just got a salad.
Filet mignon.
Filet mignon and mushroom soup.
Finally got all the lumber to build our homemade crate for all of our storage we're going to get. We're here in Home Depot, Kalispell, Montana. Good morning, Montana.
So of course this always happens when we're like 2,000 miles from home, but I'm trying to see what's going on here. I can't see anything obvious up here, so I'm just gonna try to dig in a little deeper. So at the bottom of these coolant tanks here on these newer trucks, they've got like I guess it's like their overflow, and you can kind of see it's got antifreeze coming out of there. I'm hoping it's not like fully like leaking there for some reason or another. I don't know why. It got up to like about 225. I think I saw 228 just up for a tickle, like a couple seconds yesterday. again, but it shouldn't have been low on antifreeze in the first place. So I don't know if there's something wrong with that overflow or something like that. I've had this problem on my last truck too, actually, where that tank was the same thing. It was leaking at the overflow like that. I guess I'll keep an eye on today. I'll grab an extra jug of antifreeze and hopefully it's just resolves itself. But you guys can see, I'll show you how much antifreeze is on the ground here. That's a pretty big lake of antifreeze. So like I said, I put half a gallon in it. So I'm going out into no service here today, so I don't want to be having problems, but I'll grab some more antifreeze, I guess, and then we'll have to just drive it and see, I suppose. I don't know. It's definitely where it's coming from though. That doesn't look like that much fun to change, but I guess it could be worse. Might have to get a tank for it, I guess. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's like got this weird squealing sound of deceleration, and it's also at the same time that started happening, it's got like a weird, almost like grindy sound of deceleration, like almost like if you had a bad wheel bearing or a loud tire or something like that, but it only does it on deceleration. So it's obviously none of those, but it's definitely making noise. So temperature went back to normal here because it's full again. We'll see if it stays full or not, but hoping. I changed the cap just to start. We went over to O'Reilly's Auto Parts there, and beautiful view here this morning. But yeah, we changed the cap. I bought a tank for it because I called around in Canada, which is where we're headed to, and it was like over double the price for this tank. So I thought, well, just in case it is the tank, I can change it anywhere. So bought the tank, and it came with a cap, so I put a cap on it, and it's okay right now anyway. So we'll see if it stays up or not and stops leaking.
We made it to Cranbrook, BC.
What's up, guys? We are at Cranbrook, BC. We made it through the border crossing, no problem there. We're gonna try out some food and maybe have a drink here, and we'll let you guys know how it is. All right, we're trying some Fisher Peak Brewing Company beer here. I ordered a Kolsch, and she ordered
I got the porter. I don't remember their name for it, but it was a porter, and it's really yummy.
Yeah. All right, so this is a Kolsch. It's really super smooth. You can tell their main brew is like not like real crazy. Sometimes it gets like really bitter or hoppy, or depending on the brewery, but this one actually tastes really good. And all their other beers, we tried a few, and they all taste really smooth. So good to go. All right, I got the meatloaf. Lita got the sliders. John got the quesadilla. And Jennifer got...
The curry prawns? I don't know. It was some sort of seafood curry. It looked really good.
Yeah, it does actually. So there you go. All right, we just finished up here. That was a really good meal, actually. The beer was good. The food was good. We only had one drink each there just because we're getting back on the road pretty quick here. We're going to do a couple things and then hit the road.
So
and
full.
Someone had a coffee, too, right afterwards. So I had to flush out the beer, I guess. But they have prime rib Sundays, too. Come check them out. They're really good, actually. The service was really good. The server was really amazing. She's a super nice lady we had there. But yeah, 100% recommend. So if you guys are in the area, come check this place out.
All right, I'm in Cranbrook, BC, and I just got an iced coffee here at Kootenay Brewing Roastery. It's a really good coffee. And one thing I needed to point out that I forgot about Canada is their cream, when you put half and half in your coffee, is way thicker here in Canada than it is in the US, and I totally forgot about that. So something to remember when you go to a coffee shop in Canada, their cream tastes better. I have no idea where we are. Somewhere in BC. After Cranbrook. On our way to Hinton. At a rest stop. Do you know where we are, honey?
We're getting close to Invermere, BC.
Invermere, BC, he said.
I think.
But look at that view. The sun is bright.
The sun's making her sneeze. I think we're definitely on the Invermere Highway from basically between Cranbrook and Invermere somewhere. I forget exactly where we are. I haven't been on this highway in forever, so. But yeah, super pretty out here. There's, got a sneeze fest happening. But huge lake out here. I think this is part of a river system. But yeah, it's really nice. Super hot here for BC or Alberta or even like Montana there. We're up into basically like the 90s, which is like, I think mid to high 30s, something like that. So it's warm enough anyways for these areas. It's hot. So anyways, we just stopped for a rest stop break and we're gonna hit the road.
People, but the best folks I found. If I didn't have these bills to pay, I'd head on down the road till those shadows and steeples welcome me home. Where church folk don't give a damn if you show up in boots and blue jeans. They love you just the way you are.
She can't look into the sun. So we're at Kootenay National Park here, and you can see it's like a massive valley we're at the top of here. Super pretty right this time of year. The water is like blue as can be. There's a river at the bottom. We'll kind of show you that as we go down there, but just pulled off on a little pull out for the scenic area just to take a little quick peek and show you guys a little from the top here.
There's a town on a river, nowhere South Dakota, where everybody knows my name. But here in the city, Broadway lights are burning, just another dream of chasing fame. I let my friends and family and everyone that knows me, more and more I'm wondering.
Hi again, it's us, cruising with Kevin and free and on the road. And we are free and on the road in the most expensive place we've been on the road so far. We spent probably about $8 a gallon for fuel, and we spent about, how much was that little can of,
It was like $8.
what is that? Show it. So just to be fair, this isn't the company's fault.
Okay, so I was really excited because it was an oat milk latte, but I'm not gonna lie to you, it tastes terrible.
Yeah, so what actually happened here was,
Oh,
behind
it
me,
almost tastes
you
like it went bad.
you can't see it, but right here we're at Saskatchewan Crossing, which is like where the Glacier is. You can't see it. It's so smoky out here today. It's crazy. So I didn't realize this. I've been by here a million times. Usually in the winter, it seems to be, I always go by here, but this entire place is run off generators. So everything in there is like crazy. Like a bottle of water is like $8 or $9, well, about $9. There was like their food was like $25 for a meal or whatever, which is just like poutine and stuff like that. So, but it's a novelty thing, I guess, or whatever. But yeah, I didn't realize there's no power out here. So
everything's on generators out here, so all their power is actually generators that's giving them power.
the smoke is heavy here. It's definitely.
They said it actually got really
Yeah.
bad. I guess just today. It wasn't as bad yesterday. The park ranger just came in and said, I guess there's a fire in Alberta and another one in BC, and the smoke just rolled in pretty bad today.
Yeah, they said it's been raining like just nonstop all summer here, and apparently that it's been like no smoke at all here. And of course, the day we're coming, it's smoky. So they just opened the gates up yesterday. They were for free. Today was the first time you had to pay, apparently, going through the Icefield Parkway there. So yeah, $22 to drive through here or whatever. So anyways, well, yeah, friggin' fuel is super expensive in British Columbia and whatever. So it's a little bit cheaper, looks like, when we get in Alberta. But yeah, you could see, like, look how smoky it is. Like I said, it's freaking just crazy. Like the glacier is literally right behind me here, and you can't see it at all. Right, you can kind of see the little outline of the mountain. So anyways, we're definitely big change in temperature for us too here. We're used to it being like
90 degrees,
yeah,
80 degrees at night, and it's 60 degrees.
yeah.
Oh boy.
It might cool off into the 70s on a cooler day for us, like especially this time of year. So no big deal. It's definitely cooler though.
All right,
it's like,
we're getting on the road again.
Yeah. All right, we got to get going.
When I lay me down at night, fishing on that river, it's only in my mind. The silos and steeples, the tallest things around.
Yo, we're in Hinton, Alberta finally. That was a long drive. Finally
Very
made
long.
it. So we're gonna build the trailer sides this morning, whatever. But we're at Ricky's. What is it? Bar.
I think it's Ricky's
I think they call
Bar
it
and
Ricky's
Grill.
Bar and Grill or whatever.
Yeah.
Having some breakfast here. So we're gonna have some breakfast and then I guess get some water and that kind of stuff, and hopefully go put our trailer together and get our trailer loaded up here today, so we're ready to go tomorrow. We're seeing some friends tonight, hopefully, and then they're taking off tomorrow, so we're planning on heading to Saskatchewan tomorrow, and we'll see how the trip goes from there, I guess.
All right, after like about 4,000 kilometers of driving, we're finally in Hinton, and we're here to our storage unit. We just got in the gate and unlocked it, so let's see what we're dealing with here. All right. There's
looks
way
like
more
some-
than I remember.
Say that again. There's what?
I said there's way more than I remember.
Ah.
All right, this is our storage locker that's been in storage for 5 years here. I thought we had a lot less stuff. As it turns out, I was incorrect. There's a, I mean, at least it's not stacked to the roof, so anyways. Gross. And a dead bat.
It's not dead.
All right, I haven't seen too many cool cars along the way, but storage unit behind us here that's now empty was way more full than I remembered. I picked up some stuff at one point, but just some basic stuff that we needed. But we obviously had a lot still because this is 4 feet high and 16 feet deep of plywood here, so it's pretty much full. You can see I have a whole bunch of tools and pressure washers, and I mean most of this stuff is actually mine. We have a little bit of household stuff too, but it'll be good when I get a shop and get it all organized. Everything, I'll have a lot of space to put everything where it should
You
be.
heard
And
that right? Most of this stuff is his.
it is. So, yeah, haven't really seen too many cool cars or anything like that. It was so smoky yesterday. It was like almost unbearable. My lungs were on fire, man. But so we're gonna wrap this up, and if I see anything cool along the way, I'll show you guys.
All right, you can see Kevin's over there screwing in the last few screws. We have everything from storage on the trailer, almost. There's a couple things, but majority of it's here. We actually fit it all. He didn't think that was gonna happen, but miracles do happen. So, after 5 years of living in the USA, we're finally bringing all of our stuff with us.
That's a lot. A lot more stuff than I remember. I thought because it was short in the, but it's a 10 by 20, so it was big enough. Anyways, we got it anyway, so we're just wrapping up and I guess hang out with some friends and then get back on the road.
My name. But here in the city, the Broadway lights are burning. Just another dream chasing fame. Then my friends and family, everyone that knows me, more and more I'm wondering why. When I lay me down
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear John. Happy birthday to you.
You have a girlfriend. You have a girlfriend. You have a girlfriend.
Oh, John has a girlfriend.
It's those silos and steeples, the tallest things around. More cattle than people, but the best folks I've found. If I didn't have these bills to pay, I'd head on down the road. Till those silos and steeples welcome me home. Tonight these skyscrapers are blocking out the stars. There's a million of them shining somewhere, but it's so far. Over silos and steeples, the tallest things around. More cattle than people, but the best folks I've found. If I didn't have these bills to pay, I'd head on down the road.
The house in town, it's in town now, but there's a basement right here, eh?
She's waiting for your story.
I'm waiting for your story.
Well, I did tell him that's where I grew
That
up.
was it? That was the whole story?
Yes.
He's like, yeah, that was the whole story.
Yes. And your great grandpa grew up here, and your grandpa, this grandpa. And it was a lot nicer.
That meat I ate was good.
And there was a barn. John, there was a big log barn made out of trees over there on the hill.
This is the basement of where the house sat.
Picture, some of them were in line like that, right? Pretty close.
The only one is the one, maybe that red one, but not the other one. The mold and stuff. And on that side, you could drive right around. Like there was a road that went right into the garden. Right on that side, there was a road that went right straight into the garden. On the between the road, like sort of a little side road along the road to go to the garden.
Like an old washing machine top.
Yeah, from a hand wash. So, and the fuel truck had to go in the side, on the east side, to fill the fuel tank, because the fuel tank was in the corner where that tree is growing. That's where the fuel tank was, for the diesel. But that was all beautiful lawn there, right, and stuff.
That's funny that walls would push in like that, huh? Like it just collapse. Like the house in the town is the same basement, but basically.
Yeah. Yeah, it just collapsed on its own, or unless, I don't know. Unless it was
Freaking old. You can tell by how the stuff is.
Look.
It might have been.
Look at this. It's a pot.
That's old too, eh?
No, it's well. Okay, there's one. Wow.
So these are all the trees that Mom planted in the 60s.
Huh.
And there weren't elms. There was lots of
Lots of baby jars and mason jars.
And they're not broken.
ash trees. Mountain
Because
ash
there's lots
trees.
of us can use it.
That looks like those really green ones. That looks like.
There's lots of them.
Remember when the jars used to always have these like glass kind of tops in it?
Yeah.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
No, I don't remember that.
Really?
And rubber ring.
Oh,
That's not all in one piece.
that would have been cool.
That would have been really cool. The old clamp it
So
shut.
he
Yeah,
found
that's what it
he
is.
found some more Coke bottle. Show us your Coke bottle, John.
Another old one, eh?
I taken a wash. I actually got some really old bottles. I know. I'm taking use them for vases. For
Yeah.
flowers.
Just goofing around, seeing what's in the old basement there. The whole wall fell in, but you can just tell this one's super old by like the texture of it. It's like a salt shaker. I don't know if you can see all the design in
Yeah,
that
you
or
can.
whatever,
It's
but
really cool.
that is super cool. Interesting. Pretty neat, man. Piece of history. Did you see all this here too? You gotta see those things. I was trying to figure out why it looked all bent on the inside, and then my dad was telling me it's like an old water cooler. That's why it has a hole in the side here. There would have been a spout or whatever, I guess. But the inside of it's all like baffled because it's full of insulation. That's cool.
Are you gonna go back down there?
No, I think so.
We're gonna see our great grandpa?
No, he's not alive anymore. This is where he lived.
This used to be what they farmed. It was all their house and land and.
What is that? It's a fanning mill for cleaning the grain.
Oh, really?
And we had one. So how does that work? Well, the grain goes in the top. These are the screens.
So it goes through that and then it comes out, or what?
Yeah, you put the grain in here. Let me see. There's a pulley.
It's all moldy.
That's bird poo.
Yeah.
It's all bird pooey.
Can you see? There's no pulley here.
Here.
Yeah.
You can't turn it because it's all full of mud inside.
And there's the fan.
Yeah.
Can you do from that angle?
And that's the shaker. You had an electric motor on this, eh?
Yeah, so it looks like it.
And then these sieves, these screens went in there, and the grain would drop through all the screens, through one, another, and shake. But this wasn't ours. This was ours had rollers underneath. Like underneath it had 5 rollers.
Huh.
When the grain went through all these screens, then it went through 5 rollers that spun around, and the grain would come out and go into a box. Ours had a box in the front, and it would go into a box, and then you had to auger the grain out of the box into the granary.
Crazy.
I don't know how this one worked.
This thing's in pretty good shape considering it's probably 80 years old or more.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, something.
What is that? Lawnmower?
None of it looks like a little old tractor.
Oh, we could have brought Diane. There's a lawn chair for her.
Well, I don't know if this is our old spin. I don't think so. 7 horsepower. He must have used it for cutting the grass. Yeah, that's what it is. The label's gone. But
It's a chair. Ooh, look how big
I don't
that
imagine
fire
anybody
thing
that ever
is.
lived in this place.
Look how big
drank
that
wine.
fire thing is. It's huge.
Holy. Good. Yeah. It's funny. You don't even see these really anymore, but this was like back when they were like an alternator generator, right?
Kirby vacuum.
March 1992 it was rebuilt. That was like old engines. Instead of having an alternator, that's what they used to have, was like a generator basically or whatever.
There's a town on a river, nowhere South Dakota, where everybody knows my name. But here in the city,
All right, we've been with family here in Saskatchewan, and I said I had to go to one last place before we went, and it was Caliber Coffee. I used to actually order my coffee from them when I lived in Canada. It was one of the best coffee roasters that I used to get my coffee from, so let's go check them out. Well, I got some coffee to go. They had their drip coffee, they're complimentary, so I got a drip coffee, but their espresso bar is closed on Monday, so I didn't get an espresso this time. And they have a really cool tasting bar in there that's open Friday and Saturday. So I guess I'll have to come back to Regina and check it out again.
Huh. Yeah, must not have been through here since then.
And just like that, folks, we are back on American soil.
Woo, cheap gas. I love my cheap gas.
There's the border sign there. Go that way and you go back and pay for more for gas.
Yeah.
Or follow us to the land of opportunity.
Lights are burning, just another dream, we're chasing fame. I let my friends and family and everyone that knows me. More and more I'm wondering why.
All right, we just got out of this Ebenezer's Irish pub in Minot, North Dakota. We just got back into the US. It was really good food. Very pubbish, but I got their shepherd's pie and Kevin got the meatloaf and the kids got the broccoli cheddar soup and it was really good. Sorry, no photos tonight. We are tired and ready to find a place to sleep. So that's it. All right, just a little view outside the restaurant we came out of here in Minot. That's pretty cool artwork they got here. Wow, he was too short. Magic bean. I think we're in Velva, North Dakota, and they actually roast all of their own beans. Pretty good coffee. All right, we've been putting on tons of miles. We are in Fargo, North Dakota, and we're going to enter into Froth Coffee House. All right, we finally made it to South Dakota. We're at a rest stop, taking a quick break before we hit the road again. Still have lots of miles to make, but we have made it to this spot so far.
Birthplace.
Morning, guys. We're in Omaha, Nebraska. We made it, I don't know, however far this is, and we're gonna stop into the homegrown eatery here. You what? All right, we got the coffee cake with their syrup that you can pour on top.
Try to do this without burning my hands.
All right, and the baked oatmeal, that looks really good. The turkey and avocado eggs Benedict.
Lemon ricotta pancakes with bacon, sausage, and eggs.
When I lay me down at night, fishing on that river, it's only in my mind. The silos and steeples, the tallest things around.
All right, we made it home here. We got a whole bunch of stuff. I already unloaded a few things here, picked up some parts for the square body I'm working on and things like that, but we just basically threw a bunch of 4x8 sheets together with some plywood into the peg holes here. We put a screw in the bottom so it can't lift or whatever, basically, and I didn't want to cut the sheets so we didn't waste them, so I could use them for something else, probably my shop or whatever. But basically that's all we did, was just screwed a top on it with the 4x8 sheets, and you can kind of see they overhung here quite a bit, so it looked kind of ghetto, but we hauled it 5,000 miles, so we made it anyway. So we're gonna get it unloaded and get this thing disassembled.